Buckle up for a wild ride through things that should have stayed in sci-fi but are shockingly real, like garbage islands bigger than France, ancient fish thought extinct, and bacteria that thrive in nuclear waste. From Dubai's surreal mega-projects to bottomless ocean trenches and man-made glaciers in the Sahara, these bizarre oddities defy logic, yet here they are. Did you know there's a floating island of plastic twice the size of Texas? This plastic wasteland spans 1.6 million square kilometers, home to 1.8 trillion pieces weighing over 80,000 tons. Each piece takes 450+ years to decompose, yet 8 million tons of plastic still enter oceans every single year. Worse, over 1 million marine animals ingest or get trapped in this plastic soup annually. How can something so massive be invisible to the naked eye? What happens when you build a $14 billion island, and no one moves in? This $14 billion mega project cost more than twice Dubai's annual budget to create. Building it destroyed 1,200 acres of coral reefs, ecosystems that took centuries to form. 30,000 plus luxury homes were built, but 80% of the island remains completely empty. One unused island has a 100-room villa with 7 bathrooms that's never been lived in. A $14 billion experiment in excess, and nature paid the price. What if abandoned factories glowed like alien planets? These glowing fungi emit 10 photons per second in total darkness, creating a ghostly light show in Japan's decaying factories. Found in over 200 abandoned sites across Japan's ghost town regions, they've turned dead industrial zones into alien landscapes. Their eerie glow attracts 50% more insects than regular fungi, creating thriving microecosystems in toxic wastelands. But here's what shocks scientists: these fungi actually eat benzene and other industrial poisons to produce light. Nature's turning poison into light, and we're only beginning to understand how. What if a fish from the dinosaur age just swam into your net? Fossil records show these living fossils thrived 400 million years ago, unchanged through 3 mass extinctions. Only 300+ individuals have been found since 1938, hidden in 700-meter deep caves to escape predators. Their genome is 4.6 billion base pairs, 2.5 times larger than ours, packed with evolutionary secrets. But here's what shocks scientists: they can survive 30 minutes in oxygen-depleted water by slowing their metabolism to 20% normal. A 400-million-year-old survival strategy that defies modern science. What other ancient secrets are still hiding in the deep? What if a bacterium could survive 3 million times more radiation than humans? Here's a shocker. Deinococcus Radiodurans endures 3,000 grays of radiation, 500 times the lethal dose for humans. Total nuclear annihilation? Just another day. Its DNA repairs itself in 24 hours after being completely shattered. Think of your skin regrowing from ash. Nicknamed Conan the bacterium, it's been deployed to detoxify Chernobyl and Fukushima's radioactive waste. Scientists sent it to the International Space Station, where it survived 548 days in the vacuum of outer space. And here's the mind-blowing part: we still can't explain how it survives. Nature's secrets never cease. What if I told you 100,000 abandoned fishing nets are now trapped in the Mariana Trench? These ghost nets sink 36,000 feet, deeper than Mount Everest's peak, becoming death traps in the Hadal Zone. Each year, they entangle 300,000+ marine animals, including species never seen by human eyes. A single net weighs 1,000 pounds but will take 600 years to fully decompose. In 2023, scientists discovered one tangled around a 4-foot Mariana snailfish, the deepest living fish on Earth. How do we clean a wound 20,000 feet below the surface? The deep sea is paying the price for our surface habits. Did you know humans build giant ice towers on purpose, just to watch them melt? These ice stupas store 200,000 plus liters of water, enough to fill 80 standard swimming pools. Built in -20 degrees Celsius weather, they take 4 to 5 months to melt, slowly releasing water to desert villages. Each stupa requires 10,000 plus liters of water daily, pumped from nearby rivers during winter freezes. But here's the twist: these ice temples are designed to collapse completely, with zero water wasted. What seems like waste is actually a brilliant solution to a desperate problem. Next summer, will this ice temple feed a village, or disappear without a trace? What if I told you deserts hide artificial glaciers defying all logic? Engineers freeze 10,000 plus liters of water in sand pits every winter night when temperatures plunge to -20 degrees Celsius. These glaciers survive scorching 45 degrees Celsius days, melting slowly over 6 to 8 months to irrigate crops. Each glacier provides enough water for 50-plus families in one of Earth's harshest climates. Here's the mind-blowing part: they're built using no electricity, just ancient sand and ice preservation techniques. Human ingenuity just rewrote the rules of what's possible in the desert. What if the Earth's frozen methane could ignite and turn our climate into a burning inferno? Methane clathrates hold 10,000 gigatons of carbon, more than all fossil fuels combined, buried beneath ocean floors and permafrost. This flammable ice releases methane 25 times more potent than CO2, literally fireproofing our atmosphere. In 1996, a Siberian lake erupted in flames from methane buildup, burning for weeks with no one close enough to stop it. Scientists found enough clathrate deposits to power Earth for 1,000 years, if we could extract them without catastrophic consequences. And here's the terrifying part: we've already triggered methane leaks in the Arctic that show no sign of stopping. What happens when the planet's frozen matchstick finally lights? Did you know magnets can levitate forever with zero energy? It sounds impossible, but quantum locking makes it real. To work, materials must be cooled to -269 degrees Celsius, just 4 degrees above absolute zero. That's colder than deep space. First observed in 1939 during superconductor experiments, this phenomenon defies every law of physics you learned in school. Japan's maglev trains use this to hit 375 miles per hour, frictionless movement by locking magnets in midair. Here's the mind blow: once locked, the magnet stays suspended forever, no power needed after initial cooling. It's physics, but not as you know it. How do you lock something in impossible space? Did you know these tiny mussels cost the US over $1 billion every year? They reproduce 100 times faster than native mussels. Each female releases 1 million larvae into our waterways annually. In the Great Lakes alone, they clog over 500 water intake pipes every single day. But here's what's even scarier: they can survive 3 days out of water, hitchhiking on boats to invade new ecosystems. And scientists still can't stop their global takeover. Did you know 100% of humans have microplastics in their blood? Scientists found an average of 1,000 plastic particles per milliliter. That's 1.5 grams in just 1 pint of blood. 80% of samples contained PET plastics, the same material used in single-use water bottles. A 2023 study detected 12 plastic types, including tire particles from polluted air, in human bloodstreams. Even unborn babies aren't safe. 90% of placentas tested positive by week 14. And researchers still can't predict the long-term effects of this invisible invasion.